So I feel like that last post kind of like felt like I was trying to wrap it up into like a shiny bow, but there there are a lot of white people following me who I can tell you're tired. I know you feel as though you've been attacked this past week. Just recognize there are a lot of minorities that have been dealing with not only the extreme situations of police brutality, or the idea that it could possibly happen, the preparation from their parents of the possibility. But we've also dealt with so many microaggressions over the years, over the decades of this happening. And I know it's not your fault specifically because this is a generational thing, but you do participate in the privilege of being a white person. So here it is, me empathizing with you. Take your time, breathe. I don't want you disengaging and then being turned off from the movement, or being turned off from activism, or introspection, or looking into, the faults in your character, or the ways in which, you were raised to be this way. Dig into those things deeply, okay? Take your time, okay? I just want you to recognize that this discussion had to happen. It simply had to happen. And the reason why it feels like an attack is because it all bubbled up to a point. But you got to do the work. This is also, don't forget, this is also for my straight people. This is pride, okay? This is anybody experiencing privilege, who are making use of their privilege. Straight people, white people, men, okay? I acknowledge my privilege. What this conversation was about is going on beyond acknowledging it and recognizing every day and everything you do, okay? You're going to experience that privilege, and you have to be mindful of that, okay? And when you're around people who are oppressed, minority groups, people who don't experience the same privilege as you have to be mindful when interacting with them. Just be mindful and do that personal work. Do that personal work, okay? All of us need to do that personal work. But right now we're looking at you, white people, because Black lives do matter. Also, a couple more things that are kind of tea. It is clear that some of you have never, ever, ever been asked or tried to be introspective or dig into your personality before. That's really scary to me. Really scary that you'll never even try to look for faults in your character. That's number one. Number two, I see some of y'all posted black squares after being silent all week. Black squares, Blackout Tuesday hashtag. And y'all are gone today. Where'd you go? I don't see you. I understand the need to disengage for people who have been active, but if all you did was post a black square and dip, I'm sorry to say you're racist.